everybody! Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a wrap-up of all the books that I read in the month of November. I read 3 of them, so here's the 3 and then I'm going to talk about them. Oh yes, by the way, I am aware that I'm wearing the same thing that I was in my last video, but I'm batch filming and I just didn't want to change clothes. I was just like, whatever. Like, I briefly thought about going to go change shirts or something and then I was just like, who cares? Who cares? I don't care. I don't care. I hope you guys don't care. So, the very first book I read in the month of November, it was book 3 in the Expanse series. And I absolutely loved it. I've loved book 1 and book 2, and book 3 did not disappoint. It followed a couple different main characters in the world of the Expanse. One of them, her name is Anna, and Anna was a preacher in outer space. And she's such a Hufflepuff. Like, it just made my Hufflepuff heart go, love it. Like, I loved it. She did kind of get on my nerves at points where I'm like, okay, I'm not that much of a Hufflepuff. Like, I understand when people need to die. Sometimes people just need to die. Like, I get it. But I loved Anna. I loved her perspective on the world, and she was so much fun. And then it also follows Holden, who is the owner of this spaceship, and he's got this crew with like Naomi and Amos, and like he's got this whole crew, and they have this spaceship. They just go on jobs with their ship, and so they're really fun to follow too, and they always end up involved in the politics. And so how do like Holden and his crew always just get sucked into like the politics of the world and the wars and everything that's going on, and it's just fun to watch how they navigate all that. Another main character, there was also like multiple main characters in like the military that we followed as well, and just how they dealt with different situations. They weren't as interesting, I didn't think. Oh, but and then there's this other girl that we followed. Oh gosh, I can't even remember her name at the moment. She had multiple names. She kept changing names, and I actually like it didn't stick in my head like what to call her. But anyway, she was really fun, and she was trying to kill people the whole time, and she was just like on the spaceship trying to kill people, and it was so fun to just watch her sneak around the spaceship shoving bodies into lockers and stuff. One thing I love about the Expanse series is that they love to put people from different religions, different cultures, different backgrounds, people who do not think alike at all in the same room together, and then like throw like a massive challenge at them and like make them have to figure it out and figure out how to work together and how to agree with each other, and in order to even like end up surviving to the end of the adventure or the end of the spaceship journey, you know. And so like I love that about the Expanse series. It's a theme that's like throughout the whole series so far, even between like Earthers and Belters and like different people from different religions and different people just from different cultures, and just beautiful. I loved it. Anyway, so there's that. The very next book I picked up in the month of November was 3 Dark Crowns by Kendar Blake. Oh my god, you guys, I loved this book so much. I wasn't sure if I was going to love it, but it definitely hit. Like, I think it's gonna be one of my top favorite series. I think we'll see. I'm gonna keep reading the series. We're gonna see how it plays out. But just based on this first book, it's so interesting. Okay, so basically you have these 3 sisters. They were born together, raised together till the age of 6. They each have a magical ability, a different magical ability. At the age of 6, they're separated and sent to these different islands. I think different islands, different areas, different places that are far away from each other. And then they're trained in their magical ability until they're about 16. So one of them is a poisoner, and she can create poisons, and she can poison people, and she can also like withstand drinking poisons. Then there's another one who is like an elementalist, and she can like call down fire, and she can like create earthquakes, and she can like control wind and water and all that stuff. And then another one is a naturalist, and the naturalist can like summon lions and like sprout flowers and do stuff like that. So like each one of these crowns on the front is for a different sister. So like the bottom one is the poisoner because of the snakes, the middle one is like the elementalist because of the fire, and then the top one is like the naturalist because of like all the flowers and stuff. Anyway, it was really cool. So anyway, so then these 3 sisters have to fight to the death for the crown when they turn a certain age. And the first book opens up like I think they all just turned 16, like it was their 16th birthday. Or it happens in the middle of this first book. And then they have to start trying to kill one another. And it's just beautiful and it's amazing because like these sisters still sort of feel a connection to each other because they were raised together till the age of 6 and they actually had a good relationship up until they were separated. And then all these other people are coming and telling them, okay, now you have to kill your sister. And so then they're like trying to reconcile this in their head. Like, I love my sister, but I have to kill my sister. And they're raised to like want to kill each other, but like from 6 to 16, but like, and just watching that internal battle is just so fun and interesting, and just watching how each of the different sisters kind of deal with it and, you know, deal with their own personal struggles. Like, it's so fun and it's so interesting, and oh my god, like, I can't wait to keep reading this series. Like, oh my god, it made me so happy. It was beautiful. Okay, guys, the final book I picked up in the month of November was Armada by Ernest Cline. Okay, I also really loved Armada by Ernest Cline. It was really cool. I loved every single book that I read this month. How awesome is that? I feel like that's rare, and that's a special thing when that happens. Anyway, Armada by Ernest Cline. The main character's name was Zach, and he is a video game nerd. He loves to play this video game called Armada, and he's devoted lots and lots of his free time to ranking up in Armada and like just becoming this awesome Armada player. He's like, I don't know, 5th or 6th in the whole world of Armada players. So anyway, then he starts seeing spaceships from Armada in the real world. Like, he'll catch a glimpse of something. He's like, that was an Armada ship. Like, what? And he's like, no, I'm going crazy. Like, what is happening? But, he's not going crazy. And it's all real. And he ends up getting recruited to help fight in this battle that, like, Earth people don't know is actually going on. And it's brilliant and beautiful because, like, he's one of the top-ranked Armada players, and he knows how to fly the ships really well. And him and this whole group of people get recruited and get sent to the moon and get to be in this moon base and fight these battles, and it's wonderful. Like, I loved it. So here's the question. A lot of people, since Ready Player One is by the same author, kind of about the same concept, like video games being inside a video game / real life stuff. Everybody wants to know, like, is it better or worse than Ready Player One? Like, what do you think? Like, I know that's a typical conversation that happens. Honestly, I think I might have liked it better than I liked Ready Player One, just because there's such a strong sci-fi element to it. However, it's got just as many crazy nerdy references as Ready Player One did, which just makes it so much fun. Especially if you're like really like into like nerdy kind of culture, you'll get a lot of the references, and it'll just make your nerdy heart super happy. Okay, so one of my favorite things about this book, though, is there's a map in the front. There's a map in the front. And it's literally a map of the world, like our world, our planet. Like, how fun is it? I have never opened up a book and looked at the map in the front and then be like, oh wait, there's Australia. Some of the stuff that happened in the book was a little cheesy, not gonna lie. There was definitely some cheese. It was like beautiful, gooey queso melted over nachos kind of cheese. Like, not terribly bad cheese. It was like, yeah, I could, okay, I can go with it, you know? Anyway, so yeah, I enjoyed Armada immensely. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hit that like button for me. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, hit that subscribe button so that we can see more of each other's faces and stuff. And I love you guys so much. You are all so freaking beautiful. And I will totally see you in the next video. Bye!